Okay, dear, it has been long time since you filled the DAF. What is the major changes in your life during this duration?
Sir, this duration has showed me patience and given me a lot of persistence to and consistency in the preparation where I have to not to give up. And also there have been a lot of family issues that are going on, which uh, gave not only hope but also kind of serenity in my life where things will go up and down and we should maintain the life as it is.
Okay. You belong to Barangal district. Is
Sir.
Barangal district still affected by Maoist activities?
Yes, sir, there are recently happening, not to that extent, but little small happenings like warnings and naming the politicians on the posters, and also some instances that have been happening on naming of their writings, and also giving the letterheads to newspapers and all.
Okay. It is said or it is known that Maoist activity started from mainly Naxalbari area, but from Naxalbari it reached to different parts of India, and obviously at this time most affected area is Chhattisgarh. But in spite of that, actually I was listening one of the lecture of ex cabinet minister Jairam Ramesh. He was saying that Telugu is the lingua franca of the top leadership of Maoist. Are you aware about that? Why top leaders are coming from means Telugu speaking area? What is the main grievances of these people?
The Naxalism started from Naxalbar area, but these Naxalism has got into deep roots in Telangana, where Naxalism movement was taken root in the time of Nizam rule, where they have taken role in terms of fighting against this Nizam and the landlords who are exploiting these people. At that time, there were many colleges and literates were there, and also NIT Warangal, which was called a regional engineering college. There, lot of people at that time have joined, and recently it was known. Recently, there were instances where in the top cadre, I don't recall the name. He is also from REC college, and these people got recruited at that time. Now I think they have reached to the top level.
Okay. Let us assume for time being, you are made a head of your district, Barangal. So for dealing with Naxal problem, seeing the intensity and all, how many personnel you require to control the situation properly?
Sir, in terms of like, as I know the geographical area and the territorial density of my town and city, I would personally categorize the people into the securing the territorial area, the boundaries which are connected to the forest areas. One thing where it requires a lot of numbers with the people of capability of good physique and mental fitness, and the other people inside the town where who can act as spies, where the information can be collected, and also the people who can secure the VIPs and important installations where which have the critical infrastructure.
Okay, in general, rough estimate, obviously you describe different segments of people you will distribute in this thing. In rough estimate, how many people are required in number?
Sir, if I posted as assistant commandant, I would take the help of state police forces, and I think there will be Telangana, like Warangal district is the second largest district of Telangana, where it is around it is second largest district. I think I would require around 200 to 300 personnel.
Dear, it is not possible in 200, 300. In fact, even 2000 people, I think inadequate. Okay, you will go through. Okay, no problem. You will go through. Okay, Ravi, please you continue.
Okay. So, Mr. Saitheja, one of your hobbies is diary writing or diary maintenance. So, means which 4 points do you have written today? So
Sir,
which are helping you in daily life?
I come. Sorry, sir, come again, sir. I couldn't hear you.
What, sorry?
Yes,
I couldn't
please
hear it,
repeat.
sir.
Okay, so one of your hobbies is diary writing.
Diary. Yes, sir.
So please provide us four points which you have written today in the diary,
Yes, sir.
and how they
Sir,
are helping
generally,
your daily life.
So generally, I write diary in the night time, sir, and also the day before where I have to write what to do the things for today. So today I haven't written anything. Yesterday I have written that I have a mock today, and also I have to attend my grandmother. She was ill at the hospital, and also to make notes of regarding little bit current affairs which I have to cover today, sir.
Okay. So Ranjit sir was asking about Maoist activity, internal threats in your state or in general in whole country. So as per MHA, how many districts in your state right now are affected by those kinds of activities?
Sir, Naxalism has affected 4 districts in Telangana. It's 4 districts. After reorganization of these 4 districts, it was in 7 districts now. It is in Adilabad, Mulugu, Jaishankar, Bhupalpalli, and all the northwestern part of Telangana.
Okay. So right now, what is the trend? They are increasing or they are on the
They
downside?
are decreasing, sir. In Telangana, there have been 0 instances of incidents and insurgencies of Naxalism in Telangana, and due to our government welfare measures, there are no more incidents, sir.
Okay. What 3 major factors forced you to choose ITBP as last option as per your preferences?
Sir, it was not a choice, sir. I was feeling according to where I could get more exposure and more diversity in all over India, where I felt CRPF was more to the heart, and next year where I could be posted all over India. In that sequence, ITBP was the last, sir.
So this is the only factor, or otherwise there are some languages or some other cultural or something?
No, sir. No, sir. I was equipped with Hindi all through my schooling. It was a second language. And culture, my mother, she was in Bombay for a while, and she was in West Bengal, and my nephew is in Darjeeling in Sikkim, sir. So
Okay.
language and culture issues was not a problem.
Okay, so what major tribes are living in your state, and how is the situation of economic inclusivity among them?
Sir, there are 4 PVTGs. I'm not able to recall the name, sir. There are 4 PVTGs in our Telangana. The inclusivity is at the topmost, sir, according to recent socio-economic survey of our state, where the financial inclusion has been there and many welfare measures have been brought up in the state. Like for example, to establish an industry, they have given separate incentives like subsidies, and also in any pharma enclave or pharma in any valley or any project, they have given separate set of lands for their inclusion and also to establish them, and also they have provided separate avenues to sell them. So the inclusivity is good, sir.
Because
and recently there are also they have also increased the reservations of STs from 6% to 10%, sir, recently in education, in other education and job employment areas.
okay, so do you recall the division of erstwhile state Andhra Pradesh, and
Yes, sir.
what were major factors which were driving this division issue, and how is going now?
Sir, Telangana is bifurcated from Andhra Pradesh due to three main reasons, sir. One was like water resources, financial resources, and employment issues, sir. Now, after aftermath of 2014 to 2023, Telangana state is on the progress, where our in coming to water resources, we have dedicated sufficient finances for water management, and there were major projects like Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project and Mission Kakatiya, which was used to dug up the tanks which were silted, and due to that, gross irrigated has been doubled from 60 lakh acres to 130 lakh acres. And also in terms of employment, there were many IT investments in the Hyderabad city, and also recently our government has added 80,000 employment opportunities in the government sector. And in water resources, we have used Mission Bhagirath, where a functional tap system to every household. So it is progressing very good, sir, with a growth rate of 15.6, and it is contributing at one of the best level to national GDP.
So, did you notice any migration from nearby district from that Andhra Pradesh in your state due to this economic plus point or something like that?
Yes, sir. Hyderabad is a metropolitan city where, due to its investment and IT sector, there were many migrations in terms of basically in IT, and also this IT sector also provided avenues for other ancillary activities like food services and other services in real estate also. This led to not migration but temporary migration, where people have started embracing this development as their own, and started to contribute to our GDP as well, and they were benefited from this as well.
Okay. So, do you know who is Modadugu Vijay Gupta, and what are his contributions?
I couldn't get
In Vijay Gupta.
Sorry, sir. No, sir, I don't know.
Actually, recently he won Padma awards. So I was asking what are his contributions? Do you know? If you know, then you can elaborate.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So last question. How do you see economic turmoil or economic down situation in the Southeast Asia, and means how India should be aware of this situation?
Sir, due to this economic turmoil in Sri Lanka as well and Pakistan, there have been many this Federal Reserve rates have been increasing, and depreciation of rupee and global supply chain has been disrupted. Now it is the time of G20, where India can play a role of global south in bailing out these countries through making a toolkit which can aid and represent these countries to bail out from this situation. And also now India has been an economic powerhouse, as well as a manufacturing hub with China Plus One strategy, which can attract the outgoing industries from these countries and can make a point in the world as an emerging world leader.
So, if the neighboring countries are in a bad situation economic wise, so what are the risks for India in these situations?
One thing is it can in any country with economic situation going a downturn, it can lead to various tendencies. One secessionist tendencies are any it will be the breeding ground for the terrorist activity. The other thing is it will make the country vulnerable, where major countries like for example China and other countries which can play a role and make them as allies or making part from India, and there also it will lead to poverty, where India believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, where it takes all countries together. It will make India's responsibility as a big brother and as a neighboring country to take care of and aid those countries.
Okay, that's all from my side.
Okay.
Please proceed, sir.
Okay. You were a state level player of boxing as well as swimming. So obviously reaching a state level is a good condition. So out of two, why did not you pursue any at higher level?
Sir, during school time and in my childhood, I used to go for boxing where it was nearby my home, where I used to go at 5:30. And after boxing, I got so tired, and we saw the pool which was nearby district complex, and we were just chilling, like we were just chilling out in the pool. And one day, our coach has seen us swimming, and they were district level competition, so he asked us to participate. So in that way, I got into swimming. Otherwise, I was in boxing only. And my childhood was very different because I was grown at my grandmother's place, where going to school and managing this boxing was hell of a task, and there was no support who could manage my daily activities.
Okay, so when last time you did boxing?
Sir, in BTech level, sir, in college, till
Okay.
third year, BTech third year.
Dear, see, the things ki whatever challenges you faced or whatever life was in childhood, once you are in BTech, once you are in engineering college, you are a person who can decide about your life. And your chief minister is very generous towards a sports person. Once a sports person is getting a good position, he is providing enough support, obviously. So at BTech level in third year, you are quite mature to take decision. So is it pressure from family you should go for job, don't go for a sports or something?
No, sir. In BTech, I was doing boxing at in college level and all. After once when I was exposed to teaching in NGOs and all, I was more into social service where I devoted more my time to social service. After that, then I got to know about UPSC and CSC and CAPF and other opportunities where I could contribute more to social activities, which I thought I could bring change.
Okay. So your mother is a training officer. So where she is providing training?
Sir, Industrial Training Institute of Government.
Okay.
So there they train the 10 plus students where the industrial training institute like plumbing, electrician, and mechanical engineers and AC repairs. So they are trained in this.
Okay. You are a mechanical engineer. You did mechanical engineering. Can you tell me any famous name from your state who has great contribution in mechanical engineering?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. In the month of yours, obviously the month when you born, same month, India's one of the most finest engineer was born. What is the contribution of that person in development of your state? Okay. Do you know our Engineers Day is celebrated on whose birth anniversary? Yeah. So Visvesvaraya has some contribution in development of your state. Obviously, much before then your state came in existence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I read it somewhere that Visvesvaraya, he planned some dams. I don't recall. He planned some dams, and he gave some developmental plan to establish a safe area around Karimnagar, so that, and also he built some electricity generation in Hyderabad.
Okay, actually in Hyderabad, water supply system, a lot contributions goes to that person. Okay. So you said now ki due to pan India penetration, you gave CRPF at first choice, after that CISF and so on, because you wanted keep and seeing the present situation, CRPF is having most challenging nature of job. So what is the three attractive points you are attracted towards CRPF?
Sir, one is Cobra Commandos, where it gives the more, it is the more resolute force, and it is more it is a test of physical fitness and mental fitness, which I'm very looking forward to it. Second is it gives the autonomy where you can perform your best and also it is and also the election duty, which I'm very interested in. My college days, I have conducted one election, so it also provides me to do the real electioneering and real security level at the electioneering, and to look what is what and what is how it works.
Okay, dear, you know, in normal company, in general battalion, if you are there, then as a assistant commandant, you are company commander. But once you go to Cobra, deputy commandant is company commander. Why this difference? Because obviously, as a assistant commandant, if you are company commander, you have more power. But once you go to Cobra, deputy commandant will be company commander. You are under him. So why that provision has been made? Just guess.
Uh, I don't know, sir, but Cobra commandos are the most resolute force. They have been trained all through their life. I think assistant commandant is the first gate to enter that force. So I think it requires much experience and much domain knowledge about it. So as if an assistant commandant enters it, he might not be aware of the duties and aware of the real geographical area or the vicinity where he wants to operate, or the real chain of command. I think the chain of command has been drawn in such a way with the experience and with the initiatives. So they have placed deputy commander.
Okay, both of your parents are in job. So obviously, see the things ki whatever in childhood your life was, what type of thing that I'm not going. But once, for example, you came to engineering. After engineering, obviously you were decided to go to civil services examination, UPSC examination. So in spite of your parents are successful, they provided you opportunity, means all type of freedom. In spite of all that, why you are having so much continuous failure? For example, in civil services, you were not able to clear the pre-exam itself.
Sir, maybe, sir, every exam needs some demands, some requirements. Maybe when I started, I was not sure about what I have. But in the process of writing exams and learning about myself, I've realized I have to meet such demands, and I've been fulfilling it step by step and step by step, where I'm relearning and unlearning some things which I have to do. And I'm in a position where now I've reached the interview. That is my first success, and I think I'm learning it through.
Okay. Telugu is one of the 6 classical languages of India. Okay. So what is the criteria of declaring any language as classical language?
Sir, it should be of 1,000 years old, and it should have the original script, and it should there should be some contribution in scriptures by the in ancient scriptures, I think.
Okay. So you said obviously it is not 1,000, actually it is more than 1,500 years of unbreakable history of language.
Yes.
So if there is more than 1,500 years of unbreakable history of Telugu, can you tell me some of the original text of Telugu, which is still prevalent or still used by people?
Sir, the instances of Telugu have started from Kakatiya reign, sir, in the 12th century, where there have been Gata Saptasati, where Hala is used certain words, Ardham, Putti, and all. And then Tikkana, Nannaya, this who wrote Mahabharatam, they have converted into Telugu, and also scriptures from Amukta Malyada by Sri Krishna Devaraya, and such texts are still in continuous.
Okay. So Krishna Dev Raya, just you take the name of, he was not only a great ruler, he was a passionate person of art, literature, and other things. So obviously, every king or every ruler is having much more power than a common man. So he can do anything. So in spite of all that, he did whatever was in his capacity. So what made Krishna Dev Raya different from other people of his dynasty? What was the uniqueness?
Sir, as I read and as I came to know about Krishna Deva, he was more patronage of different language and different arts, where he had Ashtadigajas in his court. One thing where he invited all of the people who are in good in literature and who are very great in poems and poetry.
Okay.
First thing. Second thing, he believed in resolving the disputes through matrimonial alliances. And the third thing, where he saw everyone as his equals in the court and as his equals in the war. And the other thing, he fought to the tooth and nail to keep his kingdom intact.
Okay. Kakatiya dynasty, it is one of the famous dynasty in your area, and it has great contribution in development of architecture, for example, building. And Ramappa Temple, based on its marvelous engineering work, it got recognition of UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it is means a very good engineering work, you can say. So what other thing besides this temple architecture and all, Kakatiya dynasty's things you can use in present urbanization?
Sir, one thing they have, Kakatiyas have been more far-sightedness. With more farsighted, they have built like more than hundreds and more than thousands of water tanks, where it is a Telangana is a dryland area and Warangal is like a dryland, which normal rainfall is on 790 mm. So they have built chain of tanks, and our famous water irrigation scheme, which is called Mission Kakatiya, which was on their name. They dug up these Kakatiya tanks with this silt and all. Till now, we use the same tanks with the same vigor and same speciality. And the other thing is the Kakatiya Tornas, which have placed it all through the districts of Warangal. And the second thing is they have built a Warangal fort. The third is like they have temples like Thousand Pillar Temple, and other Jain temples are also present in Telangana, which are patronized.
Okay. So you were member of means volunteer of NGO. Recently, Government of India, means obviously it is not just recently, few years back, Government of India changed Foreign Contribution Regulation Act related to NGOs. What are the major changes?
Sir, the Government of India has made some changes to FCRA Act in terms of they should have a bank account in SBI, and OCA and PAO members should be treated as foreign contributors, and the foreign contribution should not be used to detrimental activities which are against the national interest, and they should report these. They should report these foreign contributions every 6 months, I think, sir. And the last one, the other thing is they should not use more than they've given some percentage. They couldn't recall some percentage for the salaries and the other maintenance activities, not more than that. Some 10 to 20% of the contribution.
Okay. Okay.